Hey guys, welcome back to VBuzz. You're still here with me, Swarna, and my very preppy co-host for the day, Ruben. Now, whenever we get to the end of the week, we have the opportunity to introduce you to the plethora of talented individuals from the local music, film, television, and the performing arts industries. While we see a familiar face every now and then, we see new faces here on the show pretty often. We at VBuzz strongly believe in shining a spotlight on new talent because it's incredibly important to know how to speak about your craft. We're doing our part to help our new artists, and so is the new music platform SKOWT that is helping new musicians build connections and gain exposure in the industry. We sit down today with the founder of SKOWT, Jiva Subramanian, to gather some of his thoughts on the undiscovered talent here in Malaysia.
All right, Jiva, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
All right, appreciate your time. And of course, you know, talk about craft and how important it is for musicians to be able to talk about it, to explain about it. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think it's important. I think, but to a certain extent, I probably see it as two sides to it. One, as fans, a lot of times when we listen to a radio and station and listen to a song and we go, "Call, this is really good."
Yeah.
We don't spend any time, or we probably don't think the effort that's been put behind making that song.
Yeah.
And I think talking about the craft could give this background to people listening to the music.
Yeah.
Right.
I think when you kind of learn to see what happens background, how much effort goes into it, you probably appreciate it a bit more.
Right.
And I think that appreciation will make you want to know the artist a bit more. I think that's very useful.
Right.
But saying that, we live in a time where we don't have much time.
Exactly.
We spend 3 minutes in Instagram or average of 7 minutes on Facebook looking at a video, 7 seconds, before we swipe. So the problem for artists facing who wants to talk about their craft is, do they get an opportunity for people to hear about it? When you're not well known, people are generally not interested.
Right.
So
And how much of an asset do you think that is, having that?
So I think it would be an asset for the second part of it, which is more for other musicians.
Right.
So when you talk about a craft, other musicians who are coming up as well can learn from your experience, can learn from your mistakes, what to do, what not to do. So I think it's very much useful for the music community, for other musicians to learn from you. For fans, it would be great if the fans listen to it. But when you're generally, like I was saying earlier, when you're not popular, they don't spend time listening to you.
Exactly.
So that's a huge problem. So, but I think they should do it. They should talk about it. It's nothing for them to lose. It'd be very beneficial for their peers, other musicians.
Definitely.
And
And SKOWT's helping them kind of do that. But you know, back in the day, it was like A&R executives who had to go around and look for new musicians to scout. But nowadays, it's literally at your fingertips. You know, you upload videos on YouTube and you're found. Look at Justin Bieber. I mean, but how would you kind of say that has impacted the music industry and, you know, the rise in new faces that we see?
I agree. I think there's so many channels for you to get discovered right now. Social media is huge. People don't even listen to news anymore. They listen to social media for news.
Exactly.
So there's so many channels. But I still think it's still not that easy because, let me give you an example. If you're Joe Block and you are new to the music industry, nobody knows who you are. You upload yourself on YouTube, on SoundCloud, on Spotify. But if nobody knows who you are, nobody's going to look for you. So how are you going to get founded? So that's still a problem. So it might be easy to put yourself out there, but to get founded, it's very difficult. Going into YouTube, you're competing with Justin Bieber and Rihanna. No one's going to Google you if they don't know who you are.
Exactly.
So it's still very difficult.
Definitely.
You're not on a level playing field on this platform.
It's true.
It's one reason why we founded SKOWT, because we love music, and we saw a lot of talented people struggle to get recognition.
Right.
So the platform that we have is on a level playing field, is purely independent artists.
Why was this so important for you to start up, though?
To start up SKOWT? We love music. So my partner and I, my partner's based in London, we love music, and we were looking for ways how we could help these musicians get recognition. How do we get them out there to the industry? And we came up with the SKOWT experience. So we started off with a website. It's purely for independent artists. So if you're being backed by someone else or funded, then we are not here for you.
Do you happen to be a musician yourself?
Unfortunately not.
Right.
But you
I
have a
would love
passion
to
for
play
music.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to play a musical instrument or sing, but I don't think I sound that good. So I'm not even going to try to get that.
But you sound nice when you speak, though.
Oh, thank you very much.
Just
Very
putting it
kind of
out
you.
there,
Yeah.
But one of the stipulations to join SKOWT is that you cannot be signed to a label.
Yeah.
As you
Yes.
said, they have to be an independent artist. Why?
Well, again, maybe easy to explain 2 reasons. One, we want to help these guys. We want to get them out the industry. These guys need help. They don't have the resources in terms of time and, more importantly, money.
Yeah.
If you're signed by a label, if you're Justin Bieber, you don't need my help.
Yeah.
So there's one easy reason why it's
Yeah.
only for independent artists.
Yeah.
And second, royalty issues. So if you are signed by a record and you want to be on my platform, then I got to pay royalties. That's infringe on rights and stuff. So that's the main reason why. But the most importantly is we want to help these guys. So we want this to be a platform to help people.
Sorry.
You guys have now started a very recent collaboration with Warner Music, where you recommend one artist a month to them who you think is worthy to be signed by a label.
Correct.
You know, why do you think this is a necessary step to take for the artist?
Yeah.
I think it differs to individuals. Some artists still want to be signed up by a record label. Some want to remain independent. So we don't dictate how you're going to get into the industry. We're here to help you achieve your goals.
Right.
So that's what we tell them. So if you want to be signed up by a record label, we have a partner that we recommend you to.
Okay.
If you don't want, then we don't.
How do you select the artists? Like, do you have any sort of form of QC to make sure that, you know, it meets your standards, SKOWT standards?
Sure. We make it a point before we introduce the Warner to actually meet the artists. So we got to personally meet them. We go to their shows. We speak to them. We understand that this is their goal as well.
Right, right.
And also we have our partners. We work closely with Vima, who has been in the industry for a long time. Siva is the founder of Vima. Is very, very experienced. So we bounce off ideas with him. So we do all that before we do any kind of recommendation. So we get to know these guys first.
Right. But you know, so Chance the Rapper, right? He's a really famous artist. Now, he's even more famous because he's considered an independent artist who's made it big.
Yeah.
What would you know, what would you say? Like you mentioned, it's really up to the artist if they want to get signed by a label or not. But what are some of the pros and cons of getting attached to a label?
I think the labels still play an important part in music industry. As an independent artist, Chance the Rapper, for example, what he's done is brilliant. I mean, it's in an ideal world, you're an independent artist and you make it big like him.
Yeah.
But chances of that happening to most independent artists are pretty slim, mainly because of the connections in the industry.
Yeah.
As a label, they have a very good backing of marketing funds. They have great connections in the industry. They have a lot of experience in nurturing talent. So they still play an important part. Chance the Rapper, from what I understand, his parents worked in the White House.
Yeah.
So he had a chance to perform in the White House. It's great exposure. How many of independent artists are going to get that kind of exposure?
So, you know, the chances of Chance the Rapper is just that one chance that Chance the Rapper actually took that chance.
No, but you might have a few more, but it's going to be 1 in a million.
And it's also because, like you mentioned, our industry is small and our network, especially here in Malaysia, is not that vast. You know, a lot of our talents like Yuna and Dasha Logan have gone overseas and made it. How would you say that, you know, our scene compares?
I think in Malaysia, just using Malaysia as an example, we have Malays, Chinese, Indians.
That's
So
true.
when you sing a Chinese song, we're already a small community, it becomes even more smaller. And if you sing Indian songs, it becomes even more smaller. So that's the problem in Malaysia. And I think what we should be doing is cross-promoting these guys. So SKOWT as a platform is a global platform. If you're singing a Tamil song, marketing in India or Sri Lanka will probably be a much more bigger avenue for you than marketing yourself in Malaysia.
Definitely.
So what we have, this global platform is for any genre, any language that you want to sing.
Brilliant,
We recently had a event, a gig, concert that we had in Liverpool. We're going to do one in Malaysia, that's the plan. But the next time when we do in Liverpool, we're going to get a Malaysian artist to Liverpool.
Love that.
So we kind of cross-promote. We'll get a British artist down to Malaysia, and everywhere we go, we'll cross-promote it.
That's amazing.
Exactly.
So
that's giving them that opportunity to, you know, go international in that sense. Right, okay, and speaking of, you know, so you guys build connections, you build networking for these people, the artists, of course. And, you know, the thing is, you know, they actually need guidance. And the problem is they want also that artistic process to be genuinely from them. But they may not have the know-how in the studios to ensure the quality of the recording process or the album, although they may be talented, right? So how do you provide that guidance for them?
So what SKOWT is planning to do is we want people to see us as a factory, per se, where when you want to start a career as music, you enter the SKOWT factory, and when you leave, you know what you're doing already. Right. So in between that process, we will have a mentoring session, we will have recording sessions, connecting you to the industry. So it's a process in place.
And do they trust you for musical input?
They're slowly trusting. I think I don't blame them for it. A lot of people make use of artists.
How do you build that trust, though?
We don't charge anything to the artist. So a lot of times when you get a manager, you get something, you got to pay something up front.
Exactly.
We don't charge anything to the artist, and we let our work speak for itself.
Do they ask you like what's in it for you?
Everybody does. Everybody does.
Yeah.
For now, what's in it for us is satisfaction. Satisfaction to see that I can help someone. And it is genuine. I know it sounds cliche, or some people go, yeah, right. But it's true. We founded a SKOWT Music Fund to actually help these independent artists because they don't have the funds to do a proper recording to get a track out. So you could apply to the SKOWT Music Fund, and we would pick, we've picked 2. We're going to pick 1 more in the first round. We would pay for the whole recording sessions to get a single or album out, and then we'll help them also distribute and market it. So this is one way how we help them as well. But what we want is we need more partners. We need more partners to work with us. We can't do this ourselves.
For sure.
One partner, for example, we have is VenueScape. It's a venue management company. So whenever their clients need musicians, they will refer back to SKOWT artists. But we also would love to get other people plugging into SKOWT. People like who needs a background for advertising, jingles. Retailers install music. Getting from SKOWT.
And just the general public, because they actually do put up their tracks on all these different kind of platforms. You said you already have about 200 artists who are signed up with SKOWT right now. Yeah,
we have 200 plus. Still small, is growing. But
for a company who just started in March, that's absolutely brilliant, really. But you know, if there was one artist that you'd pick who you would really want people to go check out, who would it be?
Oh, that's difficult. I genuinely like a lot of these guys. In UK, every one of them are talented. I want people to listen to everyone. But in UK, we have a couple of them, Rainbreakers. Emma Moore from UK, very talented, very nice. In Malaysia, we have the winners of the SKOWT Fund, Gershom Moses, Shadow Puppet Theatre. There's another gentleman called Oyen Hazrael. Amazing artist. We also have Jumero Kaya on part of SKOWT.
Wow.
Very great artist. Sada Bonio is amazing.
Yeah, he was on
everybody
the show.
loves Sada Bonio.
He was on the show before,
So these guys. In Singapore, we have a band called Vivian's Verdict. And one of India's youngest ghazal singer called Aditya, who goes to Singapore. He's on SKOWT as well. So these guys are amazing.
Okay, I think that gives our viewers enough to go and check out. Thank you so much for spending your time here with us on the show. It was a pleasure speaking with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Jiva. And you know what? If you're out there and you're wondering if you want that, opportunity, you need guidance. Basically, you don't know what to do. You want to be discovered, and you know you have the talent. This is where you go. SKOWT, look it up.
Exactly. And as part of the general public as well, make sure you go and support our local artists. We're all trying to make it, especially in the music scene. So, guys, thank you from all of us here at VBuzz to SKOWT for doing things like these.
Right.
Yeah, really.
We'll take a short break, and when we come back, we have Aina Abdul, a reality show participant who's made it big also in the international scene. Don't go anywhere. Take a short break.